Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Arechakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, pay attention to what they are now setting up in Walgreens. I'm not sure what location this is, what city and state this is in, but you got this woman. She's showing what they're now rolling out at this particular Walgreens, and once you see what's going to be displayed, I'm pretty sure you're going to know. All right, what is being introduced. And they're showing you that, this whole system, not only is it already set in place, but the implementation of the technology that's going to be needed to interact with this system is right around the corner. Is not far off. So without further ado, I'm going to just play this little clip, and then we'll get, some precepts, and it's not going to be a long video.
Can somebody enlighten me on what's going on here? In Walgreens, there are these coolers, and this is where our drinks used to, we can just open it up and grab. Now it's kind of like all cartooned all the way down. So if you look here, then I'm looking here, and there's a sensor there and a sensor there. It says, wave your hand. Voice assistant coming soon. Okay, pretty soon these doors aren't going to be opening. Really thick, actually. But this is where the food is. So what do you think this means for us as people of the United States of America? What does it mean? Wave your hand? Look at that. Why would that be on a door just to get drinks? Just saying. And it's all the way down. Watch your money. Watch your hand. Because pretty soon they're going to make us chip it. That's all.
And that's the conclusion that she came with, based on her observation of what she was looking at. I mean, because normally you go into a store and you go to the cooler section if you're trying to get you, a beverage, some ice cream or whatever, and it's just a glass door that you just, pull towards you, and you grab what you need to grab, and then you move on. You put it in your basket, your cart, and you move on. But now all of a sudden, it's digital display of the items that's behind that glass. And in order for it to open, you got to wave your hand. And this is more than likely just an accessible feature. All right. But the conditioning and the gradualism is there. And that's why the scriptures say we can't let Satan get an advantage. So we can't be ignorant of his devices. 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. So you get the idea, even the fact that she came to that conclusion, that lets you know that this topic is very talked about. All right. A lot of people, they actually entertain the conversation of this particular prophecy, which is one of the main prophecies we always go into. We're getting close. All right. We're getting close, man. And this devil, he knows that his time is short. That's why things are moving pretty quickly. All right. Pursuant to Revelation 12:12. You know that he had but a short time. So get used to more of the digitization of everything around you, along with an entire biometric system in which you won't be able to interact and conduct business unless you're integrated with it. And that's by way of their technology. This is why they want to merge you with machine. All right. Your monetary system is slowly but surely changing. This is why certain restaurants, certain stores, no cash. We're not accepting cash. Certain Whole Food stores, no cash. So you see the direction that we're heading in. And you know, you have to be in complete denial at this point to not notice and see what the hell is going on. And we've been given a warning year after year after year after year. So, you know, the warning is to make sure that you brace for what to expect. Because the writing is already on the wall. We already see it. All right, so you don't want to be ignorant and caught off guard when this finally comes. This is Sirach 5 and 15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small." All right, and especially in this day and age. All right, where knowledge is being increased. There's no time for ignorance. There's no excuse for it. This is all right in the open. So even that woman knows what the MOTB is, and you still got Israelites who has a following by thousands, hundreds of thousands that still is in denial, still acting like they can't see it. And, you know, really, you know, we just conclude that a lot of them that still acting like they don't know or they're, you know, in complete denial, we believe that they're paid off, they're compromised. And it tells you about that in Isaiah 56, how, you know, some of the watchmen are you know, dumb dogs, but they're playing dumb because they're out to get paid. Isaiah 56 and 10, it says, "His watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant." And we're not supposed to be ignorant in a small matter or a great. They are all dumb dogs, because you got certain dudes that's teaching now that the MOTB is just his policies. And if you don't follow his policy, then you can't trade with him. And that creates all type of gray area. You got certain dudes that teach that is you know, sin, is Christianity. So these dudes are playing dumb, all right, but they know the truth, all right. Unless, you know, they're the prophets that the Lord blinded, on, you know, the Lord had deceived them. Because, you know, you got the false prophets, they got to fulfill their role. All right. And that's to make the path to salvation narrow, to make it to where you're going to have our people that's going to have to try the spirit by the spirit. And if they're not of the elect, they won't have the spirit to discern who's the true prophets from the false ones. It says, "They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber." You know, they just want to be comfortable. Yeah, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough, because they do this for money. They do it for hire. The scriptures, Yahweh Shai calls them hirelings, because they don't care for the flock. They don't care for the sheep. But even when you see little stuff like this, like that little video, where you see where the technology is heading, where it's going to, real soon, it's going to be recommended that you get that device implant, because that's going to be the only way you're going to have access to food. All right, your daily services that you're used to. You're going to have to need it to work. You're going to be cut off if you don't have it. That's going to be your source of identification and your money. And it's going to be connected to a social credit system. And that's the reason why they got the extra cameras, because it's to monitor and track what you're buying and how much you're buying. They want to know all that, all the data information that they can gain from your every move. All right, they're literally trying to mark your every step. So we're supposed to be barking about that. We're supposed to be blowing a trumpet about these various things, because the enemy, he's lurking. It says they all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. And all you got to do is just look at these Passovers, all right, that they keep it. You know, selling all these tickets, you know, making merchandise of the Lord's ministry. It says, come ye, say they, I will fetch wine and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as this day and much more abundant. So they only got their mind on one thing, man. They setting their treasures on earth and not in heaven, which is all going to get burnt up in the lake of fire. It's all going to go up in smoke. So we can't be ignorant, man. And we got to constantly warn you, even if it gets on your nerves. All right, because the Lord said, I set a watchman upon the walls of Jerusalem that will not hold their peace day nor night. And we're up on a watchtower, and we're supposed to watch and blow that trumpet. So this thing is getting close, man. And let me get the prophecy, of course. All right, Revelation 13:16, it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And he wants the oversight over all classifications of people on the earth. It don't matter where you stand. It don't matter what your position is in the earth. He wants oversight over it all. And what better way than to do that than to track you through a device where he can actually have the oversight and he can control, you know, what you're doing. All right. Matter of fact, let me get let me go real quick. Let me go to Job. (13) and verse was it 27? Yeah, this is Job 13 and 27. It says, thou puttest my feet also in the stocks, and lookest narrowly unto all my paths. Right? They want to track your every move. And that's what all this technology, biometric technology, that's what it's all about. All right. It says, thou settest a print upon the heels of my feet. And they're going to set that print upon your hand or your forehead, that imprint, where you're going to need it in order to function in the world. Whether it's, you know, public transportation, you trying to get into the gym, you trying to clock in for work, whatever the case may be. You want to go get your groceries. And when you look up that word print, the word is chakwa. And it says to carve by implication, to delineate, also to entrench. Carved work, portray, set a print. And even when you look up the definition of charagma, several definitions says the same thing. You know, something engraved, carved, basically to cut into something. Usually you would carve or sculpture, you know, something that's made out of wood or stone to create an idol. Esau, he doesn't have to craft a physical idol. He could just put that sea hip, carve it into your flesh, and that's, you know, him putting his mark upon you so that you can bow and serve him. You know, and that technology being part of the image that he wants you to bow to. You know, you see how it all coincides together. So let me go back and let me read this one in the I believe it's the NIV. The NIV, it says, "You fasten my feet in shackles. You keep close watch on all my paths by putting marks on the soles of my feet." Esau, he just going to do it by putting it in your hand or in your head. Okay? So he can track you down. NLT, it says, "You put my feet in stocks, you examine all my paths, you trace all my footprints." So he wants to do that over all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Okay? And it says to receive a charagma, a print, an implant in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. And that woman, she demonstrated that soon we won't be able to have access unless we wave our hand with that device in it. That's what it's going to be looking for next. That's going to be the next feature. This is just gradualism to get you used to this, to sensitize you to these type of transactions. All right. You're gonna have to get used to not pulling out your wallet to you know, pull out some greenbacks. You're going to simply just have to wave your hand. It says, "Save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." All right, and we already know the judgment. Let's go to that, and we'll close out. Revelation 14 and verse 9, it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand," so it can go in either hand, "the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." All right. And anybody that fold during the hour of temptation and you end up going to get that, you know, just to satisfy your hunger or whatever the case may be, or you want to be a part of this current world, this society, the Lord's going to deny you before the angels. And you're going to bathe right here in the nuclear fire. Okay, it says, "In the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." So, you know, I just want to respond to this. And this ain't nothing new, because there's various stores with the cooler section with those various digital screens on their glass doors. All right, because everything is being digitized, everything. So I just want to, you know, put this up there. All right, it's another video, and Lord willing, Yahweh edified them. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. And until the next one, I say Shalom.